Good morning. We are live. It is Tuesday, September 7th. If you're here live, welcome. Good morning. Disney is off and running. A little bit late this morning. My name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. I'm really glad you're here. We've got a bunch of news. I thought when I woke up, there wasn't a lot of news for the day. I thought that we would be scrounging for topics. That is not the case by any means. I knew that we were going to talk a little McDonald's toys. I have to admit, I've had my fair share of Happy Meals. As a kid, as an adult, it don't matter to me. I'm lucky that I have 4 daughters. My youngest daughter is not so young anymore. But she still likes to get Happy Meals on occasion, and it gives me an excuse. I'm not a big fan of the food of McDonald's. I do love their breakfast. I do. I like their big straws. I like their sodas. So I admit to all that. But when they have Disney toys, they get my dollars. They get my dollars, yo. It's all, my wallet is empty, and it's going to be empty. There's 50 freaking toys here. So is this 51-year-old man too proud to say he wants some toys from McDonald's? No. Do you know the company that distributes the most toys in the world is McDonald's? That's insane. So there's been some stuff that's been leaked. There's a piece of paper that is on the internet that actually says anyone who distributes this will be prosecuted. I'm just reading stuff that I can see on the internet, people. It's pretty crazy. We've got other news and stuff. I'm going to talk about the stories we're going to talk about during the show here. We're going to go for about 40 more minutes, 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern time. It is a work day for me, so I do need to get out and go. 3-day weekend, really a 3.5-day weekend for us. So I got to get to my store and check on the staff and just check out the building and see what's going on. So I won't be staying too late, but I just want to give you a warning. We've got a few stories to get to. Remember when Disney stores started closing? I mean, it's kind of still happening, right? I'm a big fan of the local Disney store, and there was 2 within about half hour of my house. And I knew the staff. I mean, I knew the staff very well at one. I mean, we weren't like, I mean, they knew me, I knew them, right? And then the other one, probably 1/3 of the staff knew us, right? So we were there more than the average bear, okay? But they're shutting them down. They're shutting them down all over the place. But we talked about this about a year ago. If you're a regular on Good Morning Disney, thank you. I love you. We talked about Target stores. I got a little tickle. I'm gonna have to open up my soda. We talked about those Target stores. They're opening. I think it was 50 at first, and then 100, and then 150. I might have those details wrong, but the local Target stores, some of them were getting in-store Disney stores. Like you got a little Starbucks in there, maybe you got a little McDonald's in there, whatever. You've got now some Disney stores. No, I'm sorry, some Target stores with Disney in-store stores, right? And now there's news coming out that that's part of the plan. Disney stores are going away. They're putting their stuff into local Target stores. It makes so much sense. You don't have to pay for employees. You pay for a little section of a Target store, and Target pays the employees, right? It's kind of brilliant. It's not as fun as going into a Star Wars store, but when you're married like I am, you got daughters like I do, we're in Target store. I feel like there are weeks that I'm in the Target store more than I'm at work or at home. Like home, work, Target. I think Target wins. Not all the time, but sometimes. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're talking about McDonald's. We're talking about the crowd levels at Walt Disney World this weekend. Amazing, especially in relation to the numbers of people who flew this weekend in America. And have you seen AMC's weekend? AMC, the movie theater place. Remember, if you're a veteran of the show, you also know that I was into AMC. I bought some stock. I did really well, blah, blah, blah. Wish I would have kept it. It's at 45 now. I think I sold it at like 15. But anyway, I did well. They had their best Labor Day weekend ever. What? We'll talk about that. That's insane. Shang-Chi, we talked about it yesterday a little bit. There's more news. It just says more of what we talked about yesterday. And then the reservation system, there's some information on that. Let's say hi to everybody in chat, and then we'll talk about all the stories. We're going to start with the McDonald's 50th toys, but I haven't said hello to anybody in chat. If you're new here, welcome in. Again, my name is Jeff Bates. Dole Whip Dad is this channel. We do this Monday through Friday, God willing, work willing, life willing. So I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so I miss days. I missed all of last week. Sometimes it's on purpose. Sometimes it's just scheduling. So I call it Monday through Friday. I start between 9 and 9:15 my time, 10 and 10:15 Eastern time, with the caveat that if life happens, I'm not going to be here. So so just be patient with that. But I love this show. I love starting off my day. Usually I do this before I head to the office or before I head downstairs to do my work. It's a lot of fun. And we're here Monday through Friday. All right. If you're here live, awesome. Yesterday's show is doing really, really well on the replay. I knew it would. The title is a title that people will follow along with. But if you're watching on Team Replay, hashtag Team Replay in the comments. For the next minute, I'm going to say hi to people in chat. The best way to watch the show is live because we get to interact, but I love my Team Replay too. Keith, first one in the chat, BDF in the house. Oh, by the way, those people in green, like the Hitchhiking Bones, they're in green because there's members of the channel. They bless me and my family with a little bit of love. They get access to emojis and some other stuff. I'm going to start doing those live streams again. I haven't been doing them in a long time, but just some extra stuff for people who want to celebrate or promote the give some love to the channel. And the Hitchhiking Bones are awesome. By the way, might be heading out your way. You guys are like the Texarkana, right? Pretty sure we're heading out your way here in a little bit. So I need to reach out to you. Sandy Norson House, good morning to you. Fulton, also in green, also a member, has a question for me. Did you hear that there's a new Star Wars special coming next month? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. Have a Saturday morning show with my daughter, Reagan. We have spoken where we talk Star Wars stuff, and we were talking about that this Saturday, actually. Or, well, did we? I think we did. Destination Chronicles. I don't really go to McDonald's, but now, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I go to McDonald's a lot. If we head to the office, there's probably more than a 50-50 shot I'm stopping to get a soda at McDonald's. When we lived in it, so we bought this house. We're buying this house, but we were renting a house a couple towns over, and we actually, when my daughter's best friends were twins, and both of them worked at the drive-thru McDonald's, and so we went and said hi and got a soda, and we haven't broken that habit. It's mostly about soda though. Anyone else sick of seeing the rat ride at Epcot? Right, Sandy? I'm not, though. I'm not. Ratatouille looks so fun, but I know what you're saying. If you're on social media over the 3-day weekend, you saw a lot of it. Michael Superbacker in the house, what's going on? Hatbox Ghost, one of my favorite Disney characters and a great guy on, although he likes the Colts, right? What's up with the Colts? I don't understand that. But anyway, other than that, Hatbox Ghost is awesome. Inspirational, also in green, also a member of the channel. Thanks for being here. Good morning, everyone, to you. Joy, also a member of the channel. Welcome in, Joy. Good morning to you. Addiction Mouse is here. What's going on? My mommy's in the house, a member of the channel. What's going on? Mickey Sightings in the house. What's going on? I'm eating a McDonald's sausage biscuit at the moment. Not sponsored. Come on, Croc family. Are they the owners anymore? I don't really know. Probably not. Jan saying good morning to everybody. I love McDonald's breakfast biscuit, says my mama. Ooh. Okay, who else? Francisco's here. He's a member of the channel. What's going on, Francisco? Look at all you guys. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your morning with me. Surf Bum's in the house. How are you, Surf Bum? What's going on? My mouth didn't want to work there. Mickey Sightings, hello, hello. Dean the Turkey Legster, hello, hello. Joy, still a member of the channel. Did I miss anybody? Adam Baum, what's going on? You hate yourself? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Don't hate yourself. Jeff, have you heard Tim Tracker lost his media pass? Nah, I don't follow the YouTuber drama. I have a bunch of friends that are YouTubers, that are Disney YouTubers, but I don't care. I mean, I like them a lot, but no, I don't. Nothing against the Tim Tracker. I've met him for a couple seconds. Selfie meetup, right? Seems like a nice guy. I haven't watched a video on his channel in like 2 years. I don't know. Whatever. Nothing personal. Like you. I mean, I don't know you, but whatever. It is what it is. Disney Lori in the house, what's going on? Yeah, we'll talk about that, Rose. My favorite Disney live streamers. Well, Resort TV 1 is where it starts. Resort TV 1 or 2. Well, not even 2. They're a whole family, right? Josh and Jenna, I love. I mean, I've gotten to know them a little bit. How good of friends can you be when you're across the nation? I've bumped into them in the parks, but I've talked to them a lot through online. For my part, I consider them friends. I love their content. I love what they do. I think they're really nice people. They're my favorite live streamers, but there's so many more live streamers now, right? Kelly, you guys all know that. If you know me, you know that I'm a big fan and friend of Kelly and Mama Mouse from Myers and the Mouse. They're live streaming now. There's so many live streamers that I love. Even to mention them all, I would feel like I would leave some of my friends out. And then the vloggers, I had a conversation with Deb just this week. Well, I mean, a little mini conversation with Deb this weekend. Him and Michael K are probably my two favorite Disney vloggers. But I don't watch a lot. I don't go to people's channels to watch their stuff. I watch topics. Honestly, I watch more non-Disney content than I watch Disney content on YouTube. I love YouTube. But as it relates to the Disney YouTuber drama, which there is a lot of lately, I'm out. I don't care. Anyway, but anyway, no, I didn't hear that about Tim Tracker. I hope he's all good. To be honest, he's kind of paved the way, right? He was If not the first big one. Righty, let me get caught up and let's talk about stuff. Adam Baum says you got to sing it like the jingle. What did I sing? I don't know. I probably sung a lot of stuff. If I'm awake, I'm probably singing. Katie in the house, good morning. Even if I say I won't get any of the Happy Meal toys, I'm sure I will break down and at least get a few of them to check them out. All right, that is a good segue from Katie and me to you. Let's pull this up. So here's what happened. Chip and Co. You guys. So one of the things I do, I watch the Disney vlogs, I read the Disney blogs, and I follow the Disney news on Twitter and all that because I want to know. And for this show, I do it so you don't have to, but you can. I do. Eat This Not That shared that they saw it on Chipco. I'll just read it from Eat This Not That, right? But let's just talk about it. Fans of these Disney throwbacks are going to be more than happy about this leaked news. So it leaked. Chip and Co., one of the vlogs that I post or read about, posted a picture that was internal. I think it must have been a McDonald's internal picture. Should I show it? Do you guys want me to show it? I don't know. Only, where'd it go? Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Ooh, they pulled it down. Did they pull it down? Let's go to Chip and Co. Hold on, guys. Give me a second to pull it up just because I don't want to. Oh, let's do it from here. Target. No, that's not the one I want to do. What is going on with my phone? My phone's not that old and it's been playing really weird. Chip and Co. posted a picture of a flyer for McDonald's. The flyer flatly says, do not distribute. You'll be prosecuted. It's pretty nuts. Here it comes. Ready? What the heck? Did they take it down too, or am I just not finding it? This is not good content while you watch me scroll. I apologize. Chip and Co. posted a picture of the 50 toys. So, you know, the 50th anniversary statues, mostly they're gold. Hey, little mouse, have you seen those? A lot of them are stylized like that. What is going on? Did they get rid of it? Crossroads. Hold on, guys. I want to find this. I am intrigued on why it wouldn't be here now. Clam dip, whatever. Very strange. Could they have removed it? Are they big chickens? Okay, hold on. Let's pull it up like this. So in the anniversary, for the 50th anniversary, McDonald's is releasing nostalgic toys, 50 of them. I'll just read from here. Fans of these Disney throwbacks are going to be more than happy about this leaked news. To help celebrate the 50th anniversary of the opening of Walt Disney World, McDonald's will soon be offering Disney toys and Happy Meals. Maybe they did pull it, right? Hitching and Bones? It was there and I clicked. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little confused. Walt Disney World opened to the public in October of 71, right? So we were going to go there. We were going to be there, I don't know, the 3rd or the 4th or whatever. We were going to be there for the 50th anniversary. And I announced this weekend, I don't know, like announcing my trips is kind of weird, but people want to know, or a couple people ask, whatever. We're not going to be in Disney in October anymore. One of my son-in-laws got sick. He had to take some time off. Yes, he got COVID. Yes, he's okay, but he doesn't have any time off anymore. So we're still going on vacation, but we're going to save the Disney trip for when he feels better because we were going to go with them. So we're not sure when we're going to reschedule that, but we're not going to be there now in October like we thought for the 50th anniversary, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. Let's see. In fact, blah, blah, blah. So it only makes sense that as part of the commemoration of the theme park's 50th anniversary, the Walt Disney Company has partnered with the biggest fast food chain on earth, McDonald's. Thus, McDonald's will be offering Disney toys in its Happy Meal starting a week from today, September 14th. 7 days from today, you're running out of your dollar bills, yo. There's a picture. Come on. Oh, I apologize. Why isn't this? So there it is. Boy, it's not. It's like the. There you go. That's better, right? So some of them are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Let's continue. According to Chip and Company, the news of the new Happy Meal toys leaked out ahead of when the companies intended to reveal their partnership. But based on some of the images that have been leaked that I showed you above, the toys look to be miniature versions of the Disney Fab 50. You know, the statues, the golden statues. I should just keep reading. The golden statues that are being installed around Disney theme parks, according to WDW News Today, another one of the blogs that I check out all the time. They put out a lot of rumors, just saying. Just saying. I try to, when I read from them, I try to say, yeah, maybe not. But, you know, nothing personal, just telling the truth. The toys will include classic characters from the decades past, as well as most recent fan favorites, such as Mickey and Minnie, Thumper, Dumbo, Cogsworth, Woody, Olaf, and Simba. It's weird they put Thumper in there. Is Thumper? I don't understand. I like Disney of today. Don't get me wrong. Give me a little Soul. Give me a little Shang, whatever. I haven't even seen that movie yet. But I love the classic stuff. So you give me Lion King and back, Pinocchio and forward. You give me the old stuff. When I say old stuff, I mean 90s and 80s and back, right? It's weird to call the 90s old, but whatever. That's the stuff that I like to collect. Will I collect all 50 of these? Yeah, I might. I mean, I'm already fat. I mean, how many more calories? You know, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just keep going. These Happy Meal toys, again, this is from Eat This, Not That, not Chip and Co. But I don't know if Chip and Co. took it down or what. I'm still confused by that. These Happy Meal toys are far from the first time the Walt Disney Company and McDonald's have partnered up in years past and even in generations past. McDonald's has offered Happy Meal toys tied to specific Disney properties, such as the movie 101 Dalmatians. When I was first with Paula, I think this might have even been pre-marriage. Maybe it was when we were early married. One of the Christmases they did, I think it was for 102 Dalmatians, whatever. They did 101 Dalmatians or 102 Dalmatians. They had 101 or 102 of these things. We got them all. I know for a fact we did. By we, it was mostly Paula. Now it's mostly me. That's insane. As well as the more generalized toys, such as Mickey's birthday car set from the late 80s. Many vintage Disney phone ringing. Many vintage Disney Happy Meal toys are today worth a decent amount of money on auction sites as eBay. It's true. Anyway, what I want to know, we'll get caught up in chat. What I want to know is this is going to get you to go through the drive-thru. I will likely finish this soda today, sometime after the show, in about 20 more minutes. And I'll go downstairs and we'll talk about what time we're leaving the house and we'll run to the office. And on the way to the office and or on the way home, we'll stop at McDonald's. At least one. I bet we average on days we drive to the office more than probably more than one McDonald's drive-through a day. Probably on average, we'll probably go twice more than we go never. That's not good. Sorry. It's why I don't have abs, or I do, but they're under there. Let's get caught up in chat before we move on. While I'm getting caught up in chat, let me know. Are you more likely to go to McDonald's during this promotion? I am 1,000%, and I'm already probably a pretty good customer. Again, we don't spend a ton there. I mean, we do in cumulative, like 3 to 5 times a week for sure we go through there. I mean, I probably eat breakfast there at least once a week, and I probably have 3 to 6 sodas from them a week. I'm just guessing. It's crazy, right? I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. Movie Mania, Nick in the house, what's going on? Addiction Mouse, did I say hello to you? I think I did. If I didn't, hello to you again. I can say hello twice, right? Is that okay? Child Junior Hero. I don't know what that means, Little Mouse Mine. Alrighty, let's go. McDonald's Little Farm. I think that was part of it. Yep, I have to pretend I have kids to buy the Happy Meals. I mean, so I'm definitely one of those guys who talks to the person that I hand my money to. You know, if you're the Walmart lady or the Target lady I'm more apt to go into a person line than a machine line. I just like people, right? So I probably talk to the drive-through box and person, dude or dudette, more than the average bear. I want them to know me. I do. Screenshot Nabs' addiction mouse of what? What do we get? No orange bird or figment though, really, Nico? Nico, I'm excited about your plan. February or March. I think we need to make that happen. I bet they will be blind bags so you won't have to deal with people saying, yeah. With 50, I bet you're right. I mean, I would totally do that. And I'm the guy who might be asking for the right one. Yes, I'll get a few of them. Unfortunately, the resale hoarders will also descend. They're going to make so many, they're probably not going to have any value. But we don't care for McDonald's, so we just go inside and buy the toys individually. Everybody says to do that. I shouldn't say, okay, I haven't done that. My family may have. I'm not really sure. LOL, I think they know you already. They probably do. So anyway, I'm intrigued by this. I'm excited about it. Again, if you care, it starts a week from today. I think it's newsworthy. I really, really do. Here it is. Here it is. I found it now. They take down the picture. So I found it on Chip & Co. But they used to have a picture of the flyer where it said you'll be prosecuted. Well, I don't want to make you guys watch me scroll, but I think it might be there. But whatever. If you're interested to go to Chip & Go, you can check it out a little more. We got more news to get to. Let's get to it before we run out of day. Target adding Disney stores. So again, we talked about this already. I think it's a brilliant business move. As somebody who goes to Target a lot because I'm married with children, I guess it's good for me. I still will miss the Disney stores. There's video online this weekend of, I don't know which Disney store it was, but it was chaotic mass insanity. It looked like one of those bad videos from, what is the day after Thanksgiving? Black Friday. And it was people just running through a Disney store, scooping up everything. Because I did talk to a manager. Well, one of the managers in Texas worked at, it doesn't matter. He mentioned that he was at one that already shut down. They announced it with only a few hours. There wasn't a lot of people that knew, and people who knew scooped up everything. It was crazy. That's the kind of stuff that probably gets sold online. Let's talk about the Target thing. Target added more than 100 Disney shops to stores as as holiday season approaches. So when they first did this, if I remember correctly, and I think I do, they were going to do 50 stores and then make it 100, then make it 150. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think so. And that was about a year ago. Now they're adding more. Target will nearly triple the number of Disney shops inside its stores to more than 160 by the end of the year, meaning they'd have about 50 now, or 53. The company has turned its big box stores into mall-like destinations with scaled-down Starbucks, Ulta Beauty, and Disney stuff. Yeah, I mentioned Starbucks earlier. Ulta does the same thing. Ulta, you're going to find less Ulta stores in the world, and they're going to be put into Target. Target is becoming a distribution hub like no other. Anyway, business talk. Sorry. Macy's announced earlier this week that it will expand its toy offering too by opening Toys R Us shops inside department stores. You see, Toys R Us went out of business, right? You're paying people $12 an hour to not do anything, not even sweep. So easier to do it this way. Target said Monday it will roughly triple the number of Disney shops within its stores, helping to drive foot traffic as the holiday season approaches. The national retailer, again, this is from CNBC.com. Did I say that? Always want to give credit where credit's due. From CNBC.com, you can read the article there if you want. The national retailer, which has about 1,900 stores in the U.S., we're talking about Target here, began opening Disney shops in select locations in 2019, like we just talked about. With the expansion, more than 160 Target stores will sell Disney-themed merchandise from toys to costumes by the end of the year. We went and did a video. Our local Target store, boy, 3-minute drive from our house, probably 4-minute if we hit the wrong lights. Has it. Now it popped up and they basically had like 3 or 4 different spots within Target where they had them. And then it kind of faded away and they had one little spot and then you weren't really sure if it was branded Disney, but it was their Disney stuff. And now it's coming back. So I guess it's something that's going to ebb and flow. I don't know. In a way, Target's partnerships are turning its stores into mini malls where shoppers can conveniently browse a variety of products under one roof. Shoppers can get a vaccine, fill a prescription at a scaled-down CVS Health. They can order a frap from Starbucks. They can find dedicated displays of Apple gadgets and Levi Strauss denim and Ulta Beauty. This sounds like it's a commercial for Target. And it is. He said that some guy, a retail strategist, said the Disney shops could help Target stand out and raise its toy department price point. One of the trends that I think they're leaning into is how do you create more uniqueness and differentiation for your brand? So listen, Target has a very loyal and large fan base, shoppers. People go to Target a lot, including my family. So it just makes sense. In this world of going online, you can buy on Amazon, you can buy on shopdisney.com, you can buy easier in your flip-flops and your jammies than getting up and going and putting on makeup. I mean, the Walmartians is real, right? So you can actually be you, a Walmartian or not, at home and order. How do you combat that? Well, it's going to be a consolidation. We're going to have less places to go and more stuff in those places. Think warehouse box stores. It just makes sense, right? Disney doesn't have to pay people. CVS doesn't have to pay people. Ulta doesn't have to pay people. They pay Target to put their stuff in the store, and it makes sense. Let me get caught up in chat. I don't go to Target, so may have to do it in order to see the Disney stuff. You're the last person in America to go to Target. I went to my local Disney outlet this weekend, and it was very empty. Really? I don't do McDonald's or Target, says Dean. Oh, well, okay. Do you do Wendy's? I know you do. Sephora is going to be in Kohl's now. I didn't see that. I'm not a Sephora clientele, but there you go. Although my family probably is. Do you think they intentionally produce less product to create demand? No. They put out more movies to create demand. But I know I'm not Sean, but that's my 2 cents. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to, oh my gosh, we only have 13 minutes in my time slot. No crowds this weekend. So this is weird. Let me explain my confusion. Huge numbers of flyers flew on the holiday weekend for Labor Day. Huge numbers. Higher than the projections for the 3-day weekend. People flew over Labor Day weekend. They went places and they came back over Labor Day weekend at a very high rate. TSA puts out the numbers. When they hands up, don't touch me. They put out numbers, and it was huge for the weekend. AMC, which I mentioned earlier in the show. If you stayed for the whole show, you've already heard this. You can hear it twice. AMC posted their largest box office numbers for a Labor Day ever. That shocked me. I still haven't been back to the movie theaters. So people are going back. Those two things live in the same world as this does. Ready, set? Disney, this is from InsideTheMagic.net. Disney World crowds are non-existent as guests walk onto popular rides. They even put a picture of nobody at Disney. In recent weeks, crowd levels at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida have been dwindling. In fact, heading into Labor Day weekend, a historically busy time at the parks, crowds were shockingly low. This trend has continued into the holiday itself, with wait times at Disney World's theme parks this morning. This is from yesterday. Instagram user Mary Abula Shears posted a photo of her family posing on a completely empty walkway by Cinderella Castle. She wrote, after postponing last year and delays this year, we finally made it to Disney. So excited for this trip and thrilled my mom and sister could join us. Nothing like a good family vacation. I read that because we just canceled our trip. Our family trip in October. Now, we canceled because I told you my son-in-law got sick and he doesn't have time. So he doesn't have time away from work. So, boy, my nose itches. So it's not, because of the variant or anything. He didn't have the time. So we're doing something else. But I'm kind of bummed on a couple levels. And one of them is this. I would love to go to Disney during empty time. And I think the media is playing up Texas, where I live, and Florida as hotspots. The data doesn't show that to me, but I'm not an expert. What do I know? But we're not going to be there. Check this picture out. It's empty. Somebody shared castle photo this morning showing very few people milling around Magic Kingdom during busier times. Cinderella Castle is one of the most crowded spots in all of Walt Disney World. Everybody knows that. Additionally, wait times at Disney World's theme parks this morning prove that crowds are nearly non-existent, as guests are practically walking onto some of the resort's most popular rides. At the time of publication, Haunted Mansion has surprisingly short 10-minute standby. Fan favorite Pirates had an even shorter standby of just 5 minutes, which means guests can more or less breeze through the queue. It's pretty insane. Mickey Bunch would know. Kelly, are crowds insanely low? Hitchhiking Bone says lower crowds too because kids are back in school. Well, that's true. It's still hot. Kids are back in school and people are canceling their trips. Kelly, would you agree? Mickey Bunch is in the house. By the way, everybody say hi to Kelly, the Mickey Bunch, in the chat. She's in green, just like Hitchhiking Bones and Eileen are. Thank you for being members of the channel. Would you concur, Kelly? Are crowd levels insanely low? It says it's going to be empty through the end of September because people are waiting for the 50th. I think that is so brilliant and true. Now, we canceled our trip, and it was right after the 50th again because, just family stuff. But I think that's probably a really good point. Wow, it would be a great time to be there. Wish I were. Me too, Ma. Disney will be much busier in October. I agree. Some people are not going now due to COVID, but others are waiting. And again, I don't want to pretend like I'm a COVID expert, but the variant in India and in England, 6 to 8 weeks. Then it comes to us. We're at the end of that. I read some stuff that this week through the end of September is going to be, frankly, the very end of the very end. We'll see. I think by Christmas, I'll go out on a limb. I think by Christmas, it's a memory. I do. And I think the low turnouts will be a memory too. There's so much pent up demand. People have money. People have time saved up. Not my son-in-law. People have time saved up. And I think next spring, the vacation, get ready for the travel vlog to return. The vacationers are going to be everywhere. So anyway, but I wanted to put that out there. That's interesting stuff. I'm sad that we had to cancel our trip. Not going to lie. But we're going to have fun. We're going to do something else too. Talked about McDonald's. Shang-Chi. We talked about this yesterday. How we doing on the clock? Yeah, we're doing okay. Shang-Chi crushed it from Variety.com. Marvel's Shang-Chi crushed box office expectation. Will that convince Disney to keep the Eternals in theaters? We shall see. Prior to the debut of Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Disney CEO Bob Chapek called it its old school theatrical release and an interesting experiment. The experiment in question: would enough people show up to their local multiplex to see the latest Marvel movie to justify keeping the $200 million budgeted film in theaters without an immediate backstop on Disney Plus? Yes, overall ticket sales have been depressed during the pandemic, but tracking has indicated a 3-day total around 50 million. So the movie's better than expected start. It made 75.5 million over the traditional 3-day weekend. Offers Disney and cinema owners alike a boost of confidence. Marvel has set a remarkable standard for itself, and the opening is just below average for a Marvel series launch. Just below average for a Marvel series launch is amazing. Most people have never heard of Shang-Chi, including me. So that Marvel, the Marvel name, the Marvel cover provides this much at this time is huge. It's huge. Shang-Chi didn't only establish a new high watermark for Labor Day. It landed the second best opening weekend of the pandemic, just behind the Black Widow that did 80 million for 3 days. However, Black Widow wasn't only available in theaters. Disney reported Black Widow generated 60 million on Disney Plus in its first weekend. In addition to the box office haul, it has since made at least 125 million just from streaming. Just from streaming. That's nuts. And then they go on to talk about what does that mean for the future? The interesting experiment thing that Chapek said that everybody freaked out about was simply they were going to leave it in theaters a little longer. Not as long as they normally do, but longer than they have been since the pandemic. So we'll see. If people are going and AMC's data shows that they are, this is good. If you're one of those people who wants movie theaters to survive, this is good news. If you're an owner of a movie theater, this is good news. People went to see a movie. Again, if you missed it, AMC had its best Labor Day weekend ever. That's insane. During the pandemic, that's insane. I guess you can start to argue that the pandemic is coming to an end. New reservation system. We'll go over this real fast. We're running out a little bit of time. From InsideTheMagic.net. Enhancements coming to Disney Park Pass reservation. Walt Disney World Resort utilizes theme park reservation system. Annual pass holders web page on the Disney World website displays the following message: enhancements to the park reservation system. In an effort to make the reservation program more seamless, tomorrow, September 8th, Walt Disney World Resort will introduce an enhanced theme park reservation system. Looking at you, Kelly, from the Mickey Bunch. It'll show booked reservations, park availability, and blockout dates. All current reservations will be maintained with the ability to make and modify additional new reservations as part of the update. Just my opinion now here. Just my opinion. I think that everyone's freaking out about all the changes right now. Pass holders looking at you. But you're going to come to see that this is for the annual pass holders. They're making it more modifiable, in my opinion, more modifiable for the individual to do it from their house, from their couch, from their phone. And I just think it makes a lot of sense. It's going to make a lot of sense to put a lot less pressure on cast members. Again, Kelly looking at you. And just makes more sense. Gives you more flexibility within the app. So I think it's going to be a good thing. People just want to complain about it. I'm gonna get caught up in chat again. Jay Skywalker still has a better last name than me in the house. What's going on? Mouse Ears and Magic podcast in the house. Hatbox Ghost. If only these dang kids would pull their weight with bills, right? I got 4 kids. Where's my dollars? Went out the door. Morning, Jeff. Made it through the hurricane. I feel like that's made it through the hurricane. That's almost a Barry Manilow song. House has lots of damage, but cleanup and repairs are in the works. Power and internet has been destroyed. Where are you, Jay? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry, I sang Barry Manilow in the middle of your. Actually, I'm not sad that I said Barry Manilow. I'm sorry that I didn't take it more serious. I'm glad you're okay. This is a horrible news for Disney when trying to say Scarlett was wrong, though. I think Scarlett screwed up. You know, I've come from Scarlett's right, so I'm in the middle. To what are you doing going after the studio? I think Scarlett's going to lose. I don't know. I have my position's changing on that. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Do y'all think the end of September will get crazy again with people seeing the end of? I think the numbers are going to go up. Well, I think they have to go up exponentially. I mean, they're so low right now. I guess it's my week. I'm not exactly going on a limb to say it's going to go up exponentially. I think they're going to. Yeah, I think it's going to go up. Kenner, Louisiana. Okay. Wow, Jay. Well, I'll be praying for you, buddy. I didn't realize. I'm glad you're doing okay. That's horrible. I'm a fan of Genie Plus, says Mickey Bunch. Someday we'll hear pass holders saying that they use it and can't imagine. Exactly, Kelly. So I love Kelly. We're friends. And I think she's right in general. But this is the most rightness. This is what I think. Kelly, Kelly's brain and my brain are exactly the same on this one. Sorry, Kelly. That's so exactly right. I'm going to read it again. Kelly says, from the Mickey Bunch, check out her channel. She's awesome. I'm a fan of Genie Plus. Someday we'll hear pass holders saying that they use it and can't imagine not having it. The problem with pass holders is they think they're right all the time. I'm the one that's right all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, not really. I kind of think that, but doesn't everybody? Pass holders are going to love this. It's more flexibility. It's more control. It gives the purchaser more ability to modify, to correct, to enhance, to remove. There's just no reason why, if it works the way it's supposed to work, people aren't going to love this. The only thing they don't like about it is change. And there's this need to think that somebody is putting one over on you, which is funny when you're a customer of theirs. If you really think they're putting one over on you, stop shopping there. But because they want it so bad, they think they have a right to it, which is crazy. Well, her going after the studio made them make this adjustment with Shang-Chi. I don't think that's why they did that. Matter of fact, I'm positive it's not why they did that. Mouse Ears of Magic. They're doing it to see what they're doing it. Disney is doing it to see what the customer is going to do. Does the customer want to go to the movie theater? Does the customer want to go to Disney Plus? Does the customer want a hybrid model? That's the experiment that they did. They put it in there a little longer than they did with the first one, but less than they would have done pre-pandemic. I don't think they're making decisions according to what Scarlett wants or says or did. I don't. Maybe we just disagree on that. Praying for everybody praying for Jay. Jay's a good guy. Jay's been a friend of this channel, and I consider him a friend for quite some time. So please keep Jay and that whole area in your prayers. And when you say that whole area, it's interesting. That area is Louisiana, and then the upper northeast, right? I read a thing, Hurricane Talk with Dole Whip. I read a thing that there was so many, the phone bing, 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 bing alerts in the northeast that people started to ignore them. Flood coming, flood coming, flood coming, flood coming. People ignored it, and then the flood came. That's really sad. Because what do you do when you get like 20 tornado? Like I live in Texas now. You get 20 tornado warnings and you don't see something. You get apathetic. Is apathetic? You start to ignore it, right? Which is not good. What do you do, though, if you're the official? Do you put out the warning? Yeah, you got to put out the warning. What's worse, not putting out the warning and knowing you had it? You got to put out the warning. So I don't know what to say. But, Jay, I love you, my man. I hope I'll be praying for you, family and friends and neighbors and all that. And if you need any help, let me know. 10 o'clock, right on the button. Let me see if I missed any of the stories. I think I got to them all. Target, we talked about. McDonald's, we talked about. Low crowds, we talked about. Shang-Chi crushing it, we talked about. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it? Apparently, everybody's seen it but me. McDonald's 50th, we talked about. New reservation system, we just talked about. I think that's it. The news of the Jeff family trip, Dole Whip Dad's trip in October, it's not happening. Again, if you came in late, I'm just going to announce it one more time. My son-in-law got sick. He's fine. Everything's good, but he used up all his days off, so we can't go to Disney with him. So we're still going to do a trip, but he's going to stay home and work. But we're going to move our Disney trip from the first week in October or whatever to I don't know when. It's kind of a bummer. It was going to be fun to be there for the 50th anniversary. I told a bunch of my friends that we would be there. I'm kind of bummed about it, but family first. We're going to do that, and we're going to end up going into Tennessee. Looks like we're going to do a little trip through Arkansas and Tennessee. We're going to go see the Great Smoky Mountains. We might go see Dollywood. My family's pretty excited about that too. We're big national park fans too, so it'll be different. And of course, we'll vlog that, and you guys can all come along if you like. Mickey Bunch says the end of September will go up due to the 50th. People have had reservations for that for quite some time. People are also not wanting to take their kiddos out of school due to all that happened with school closing last year. That's a great point too, Kelly. That's a great point too. I just thought to myself, do you think Disney would ever build a third Disney World land location in the USA? Ever is the key word in that sentence. I can tell you right now it's not on their plans. I can tell you right now their plans are to put billions and billions and billions of dollars in resources into Disney Plus. They are a content creation company, and the content creation markets for their movies and the parks. Their content creation. We have insurance, just working the process. Good, Jay. Seriously, I'll be praying for you, buddy. I mean, I make jokes and I sing Barry Manilow, but I hope you're okay, buddy. You are very welcome. It's been a hard year, and I can't imagine what you're all going through, says Sandy. Just know we are praying and trying to help through my church, and I appreciate that, Sandy. Yeah, my church is doing a lot too. At least for the people in Louisiana. I don't know about New York. I don't care to take our kids out of school for a family vacation. Schoolwork can be made up. Memories cannot. I will end with this. We have 4 kids. We had 2 in public school when we lived in Southern California, Banning, California. I was running a Boys and Girls Club out there, and we were annual pass holders. And we would on Friday, not every Friday, but on Friday, sometimes go to the Disney parks. And we went, and these were 2 foster kids that we had that we have now adopted. Maybe we adopted them by then. I'm not really sure if they were foster kids at the time or we adopted them. It was right at that time period. Anyway, and life is to have fun. We were helping these kids enjoy life, right? And matter of fact, it's the kids that just canceled on the Disney trip that are adults and give me grandkids now. But anyway, we got a note from the public school saying, hey, this is like the 3rd Friday your kids missed this year. We do tests on Friday. You can't miss on Friday. If you continue to miss on Friday, what are you going to do? So we pulled them. That was when we started to do homeschooling. And both of my middle fingers it's been hard to pry them down from where they were after that day. And we never looked back. To think that someone would let someone else tell them what they could do with their family, their lifetime memories, their time. To think someone would think that a family trip to Disney was less important than a spelling test. It's ignorant. It's stupid. It's foolish. It's arrogant. And it was never told to me and my family again. Ever. Unfortunately, we keep paying more money for fewer services or for services that used to be free. Pay more for less magic is the trend at the moment. That's what people are upset about. Hitchhiking Bones, I love you. But what it is the market changes. Isn't that the same as if you give somebody something, they have to have it forever? Isn't that making it a right? It's not. You don't have to pay for it. If you don't think it's a good deal, don't buy it. Our school system also counts Disney as an educational trip, and it's excused. I like that. I agree 100%. Mouse Ears and Magic podcast. I always booked our Disney vacations during school times. So that's what we did too. Like I would rather, we got married October 7th on purpose because kids are back to school and I like fall. Now, again, I lived in San Diego at the time. So I liked fall, weather's different where I live now, but we like traveling during the fall. So we planned on taking, and we work with kids. We run after school programs. We work with kids. So it is what it is. I would rather go to the mall on a Tuesday than on a Saturday, any day of the week. Let's see. Disney Tech is just not good. The rollout for Genie Plus may be a disaster. Hopefully it will force them to improve the tech. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played with it yet, so I guess I don't have an opinion on the tech. I do agree that the app has been bad previously. I don't know. I'll say that I think it'll be good, and I also think that the pass holders, people who go a lot, especially the locals, will complain no matter what. When our son was in kindergarten, we stayed at Pop by the computer pool, and we'd get him to bounce around the keyboard saying the letters. Oh, that's fun. And the sounds he landed on. This year is different for a lot of parents, though. They are cautious because their kids missed so much school learning last year. That's true. I think one last thing that has nothing to do too much with Disney. If you're relying on someone else to do something with your kid, you're probably doing life wrong. If you let other people help you enhance you, that's something. Yeah. I work with kids, I work with schools, and the amount that we expect teachers and schools to do is just insane. I think the expectation we put on others is too high, and the expectations we put on ourselves is too low in general. And in educating my family, I definitely feel that's the case. I'll leave it at that. I love that Mouse Ears and Magic. As a former teacher, I always try to sneak education in fun ways. Gotta have learning. If you can't learn at Disney, you're doing it wrong. Like, kids learn having fun. That's why you should let them have more recess and less sit down. If you're telling kids, shh, be quiet, listen to me, you're not teaching. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Love you all. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. I will be live again at this time tomorrow, 9 to 9:15 start time, Monday through Friday, God willing, work willing, wife willing, grandkids willing. Mostly we start between 9 and 9:15 my time. That's 10 and 10:15 Eastern time. Also, we got a show on Sunday night called Creator Talk Live. We got a show on Saturday morning called We Have Spoken. It's our Star Wars Disney kind of podcast thing that I do with my daughter. It's a lot of fun. Football starts will be over on Pete McDevitt's channel this week for my Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Bucks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Get caught up in chat. Checking mode says the trend is what's worrying folks. I've defended Disney for years, arguing that the value for the money was excellent. They are now playing into the hands of their worst critics. I don't know. I don't know. Are they? The stock's going to continue to go up. Disney Plus is going to continue to go up. It is my opinion that it's a myopic opinion of people who go to the parks a lot. I think that if you go to the parks more than twice in a decade, you're probably in the top 1/10 of 1% of people on the planet. Not probably, for sure. And you get to do a couple times a year what kids who are dying ask Make-A-Wish to do. First world problems, anybody? Like, I think that the most blessed of us, crying one the most, maybe. I think that the Disney pass holder who goes multiple times and is mad at Disney, that just doesn't make any sense to me. If I go to a movie theater and I don't have a good experience and I don't think it's worth my time, I don't go back. It's like when we just got out of the pandemic, and there was all of these Disney creators who were taking a stand about how you should do what they want, which sounds a lot like don't come unless. They would complain about how unsafe it was while they were walking down Main Street. It's a little myopic. It's a little insane. I think that I'm going to include me in that. I'm not currently an annual pass holder, but I would be if I lived close enough. We who get to go more than twice a decade are insanely blessed. I go a lot more than twice a decade. The people who are maddest at Disney for changes are going more than twice a year by and large. And I think that's that I paid, so I get. I think it's toxic. And I think we get into these bubbles and we talk to ourselves. And they're hoping to make more money from fewer guests. They may indeed succeed. They will. And that will give a better experience to those who are there. Here's a hard truth. Less people in the parks makes it better for those people in the parks. Raising the price, lowering the amount of people walking through Adventureland makes it a better experience for those people walking through Adventureland. The argument seems to be, but I want to go. Not for free, but for how much I want to pay. That's not how world works. They set the price. You decide if you want to be a customer. I feel strongly about this. I don't understand why people feel like I run a store and I'll get people mad at my employees daily because they don't like the price. They don't get to pick the price. And we don't need, like, you can come back if you want, if you're nice. But not what Walt intended. Walt intended to build a place that people could enjoy with their kids. It is not, he did not build a charity. I run a charity. I run a nonprofit. I do. Walt ran a business. Walt connected with GE and Monsanto and some of the biggest companies in the world. Walt was an entrepreneur. Walt was a businessman. And nobody builds something for everybody because that wouldn't sustain itself. If I want to go, I'll pay, but I'll be off property and I won't be using Ginny Plus most likely. I mean, okay, I love you. And you guys are awesome. I'll be on property because I see great value in it, but whatever. Friends can disagree. Anyway, I think that's it. I got to go. It's 10:12. But I would say this. I'll leave with this. If we look from the positive and then we look from the attitude of gratitude, I think we'll look at it differently. I just think that when a company makes a change and we complain about it, but then we purchase it, I think that's just complaining. Walt also didn't understand money. That was Ray's job. Okay, I don't think I agree with that either. He gave it to Ray. He didn't want to be told no. He was the visionary. But he's the one that sat down with, why does Club 33 exist? It was a place to sit down with the biggest, baddest business people on the planet. Walt got money. He got it at a level that was generational. Roy was the manager. Walt was visionary. Hey there, sorry I'm late. Flipper, you're never late. I'm glad you guys are here. Hitchhiking Bones, I still love you, even though I disagree with you on this one. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Have fun. Storm of the Castle. Jason sees here. I'm more upset about Disney stores closing me. I am too, than anything else going on at the moment. I am too, Jason. I get it from a financial standpoint too. Also, go to Target, Jason. That's where it's going to be. But I am too. I really enjoyed that. It was my little taste of Disney here in Texas. Dizzy Lori says, "Have a great day." Love you all. Whether we agree or we disagree, I love you. Thanks for spending a little time with me here. Thanks for being members of the channel. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spending a little bit on your Monday with me. Go do something awesome for somebody because you can and you should. If you're going to Disney and you have the time to do that, bless somebody. I'm going to do my best to do it. All right. Love you all. Have the best day ever. See you tomorrow for Good Morning Disney.